Like.
Mm-hmm. Right. Welcome to the Caribbean Edge Kids, our first episode. We have a beautiful, probably half an hour, 45 minutes planned for you. We do have two amazing children, Zara-Nicole Beach and Olivia-Rae Williams joining us. And we also have Miss Sophia, Aunty Sophia joining us as well. So welcome everybody, welcome, thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna do some brief introductions of our little 6-year-olds. We're so proud and excited to have you. And I found out before the show that you're actually best friends that have known each other since you were babies, right?
Yes.
Yes. So we have Olivia-Rae, who is the daughter of Tamika and Rowan Williams. We understand you love playing basketball, you love skating, riding your bicycle, swimming, gymnastics. And so you are just busy. You have a long resume already.
Yes.
Are you excited to read for us today?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so anything we should know about you? Tell us about school.
School is good.
You like your school?
Yes.
Okay, and what's the name of your school?
BethlehemJr.Academy.
Okay, and what do you like about your school?
My teachers.
Your teachers. Oh, thank you for that. And I've known Miss Barbara and Miss Audrey like forever, since my daughter was little, as young as you guys are now. So that's how long we've been friends, and they do an awesome job in the community. And then we also have Zara-Nicole. I love both your names, by the way, right? You have some cool names. And she's the daughter of Nicholas Beach and Tamara Downer. So welcome as well, Miss Zara-Nicole. I understand you love reading, doing it yourself craft, you sing, love playing games, and you're also learning Spanish and Patois, which is a dialect in Jamaica. And you're also using a game that translates some of the things from Patois straight to Spanish without even using the English language, right?
Yes, Miss.
So tell us about that. How is it going with you learning Patois?
Good.
Good. And what do you like about school?
I like that. I make new friends.
Oh, thank you. Well, thank you for being here today. And we have Aunty Sophie with us today, who's gonna be reading after the kids. We're so glad to have you here as well, Aunty Sophie. So, okay, which of the best friends wants to read to us first? Zara. Thank you, Zara. So tell us which book you're gonna read and whatever you wanna say about this book.
Hello, my name is Zara, and I am 6 years old. Today I will be reading Maybe Something Beautiful. How Art Transformed a Neighborhood by F. Isabel Campoy and Theresa Howell. Illustrated by Rafael Lopez. In the heart of a gray city, there lived a girl who loved to doodle, draw, color, and paint. Every time she saw a blank piece of paper, Mira thought to herself, maybe. And because this, her room was filled with color and her heart was filled with joy. On her way to school one day, Mira gave a round apple to Mr. Henry, the owner of the shop down the street. She gave a flower to Miss Lopez, the lady with the sparkling eyes. She gave a songbird to Mr. Sachs and a red tie to the policeman who walked up and down the streets. On her way home, Mira taped a glowing sun onto the wall, hiding the shadows. The city was less gray, but not much. The next day, Mira saw a man with a pocket full of paintbrushes. He gazed at the wall. He looked at her son. He held his fingers up in a square and peered through them. He said thoughtfully. What do you see? Mira asked. Maybe something beautiful, the man replied. And just like that, he dipped a brush in the paint. Bam! Pow! The shadows scurried away. Sky blue cut through the gloom. The man's laughter was like a rainbow spreading across the sky. Who are you? Mira asked. I am an artist, he said, a muralist. I paint on walls. I am an artist too, she told him. He handed Mira a brush. Then come on. Mira dipped into the loudest color she saw. Yowie! The wall lit up like sunshine. As the man drew pictures on the bricks, Mira added color, punch, and pizzazz. Soon Mr. Sachs joined in. Then came others. Everyone painted to the rhyme. Salsa, salsa, merengue, bebop. Even Mira's mama painted and danced the cha-cha-cha. The whole neighborhood became a giant block party until the policeman walked up. Excuse me, he said. The music stopped. Mira put her brush down. They were surely in trouble. The officer cleared his throat, then paused. May I paint with you? He asked. So Mira handed him a brush, and the music started again. Teachers and papas jumped in. Babies too. Mira and the man handed out brush after brush. Color spread throughout the streets. So did joy. Wherever the Mira and the man went, art followed like a string of the kite. After they colored the walls, they painted utility boxes and benches. They decorated sidewalks with poetry and shine, and everyone danced. Together they created something more beautiful than they had ever imagined. When their clothes were splattered with a million colors, everyone sat down to rest, except the muralist. His eyes sparkled. You, my friends, are all artists, he told them. The world is your canvas. He smiled wide, then put everything together in a big, sweeping motion. His paintbrush was like a magic wand. When he was finished, Mira added one more bird way up in the sky. Maybe, she thought, just maybe. The end.
Oh, thank you for that, Zara-Nicole. Can we see the cover of your book? Thank you. That was so beautifully read, and I'm so proud of you at 6 years old for reading so well. And what was your favorite? My favorite line in that book was the world is your canvas. So I hope you realize that you're brilliant. Okay, so Olivia-Rae.
Hi,
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Good. You ready to read for us? What are you reading today?
My book is called Olivia-Rae. Hi, my name is Olivia-Rae Williams. I am 6 years old. I attend BethlehemJr.Academy. I will be reading my favorite book called Olivia-Rae, written by Sandra Maxamer. Olivia-Rae, life's a big adventure just waiting for you. Give it all you got. There's nothing you can't do. Never stop exploring, 'cause life would be boring. Be clever and curious, just like a cat. Ask lots of questions about this and that. Olivia-Rae, look at life from a different point of view. Turn things upside down if it suits you. Wake up in the morning and holler, hip hip, hooray! Every day is inviting you to smile, shine, and play. Climb great tall mountains, Olivia-Rae, and reach for the sky. You might fall down, but then you'll fly. Remember, you can be anything you really want to be, like a pilot, a poet, or someone who lives in a tree. Try not to say words like I can't, I won't, and I should. Instead, think, I can, I will, I did, and I am good. Olivia-Rae, don't be afraid to make a mistake or two. It might lead you to discover something new. Dream big and remember to follow your heart. Believe in yourself because you're really so smart. When you grow up, Olivia-Rae, and do all that you do, the most important thing is just to be you. Well, that's the end of my story. Hope you enjoy it. Bye for now.
Thank you so much. You are both phenomenal readers. And I think my favorite part of that is just the name of the book, it's your name. And then it's so inspiring about picking yourself up and never giving up. So that definitely is a great book to be your favorite book. Thank you so much, Olivia-Rae.
You're welcome.
Anything you want to say?
I feel good.
Well, you make us feel good. It's such an honor to have you both because you're inspiring other young kids just like yourself. So thank you. And then we're going to have story time right now with Aunty Sophie. So stay up. We're going with Aunty Sophie now. She's on mute.
I am certainly on mute. Here I am now. Can you hear me?
Yes.
It's so good to be here this beautiful Sunday afternoon. What a lovely day. And thank you, you two beautiful ladies, Zara and Olivia it is.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes, thank you so much for joining us. And I'm very happy that you like reading. I used to love reading too when I was a little girl like you. So today I'm going to share a story with you. Now, based on my costumes, I guess you may ask Mommy what I am wearing. Mommy will explain to you. I'm in the traditional costume from Jamaica. I'm from Jamaica, and I guess you might, somebody's learning to speak Patois, I learned. Just now, who's learning to speak Patois?
Me.
Me.
Zara.
Zara is learning to speak patois. And of course, so that is our native tongue in Jamaica, right? So it means that your mommy will be able to explain to you my outfit and my costume. So I am coming to you with a Caribbean story. And this story was based about in Jamaica and about a little boy. Now, this little boy was very mean, unlike Zara and Olivia, right? I know you're beautiful girls. And this little boy was mean, but we're going to learn how being mean really doesn't pay off. So let's see what happens. Dale acted very mean with his family until one day the mango tree in his backyard started to bear fruit. Now, I know mango is my favorite fruit, and it's the fruit a lot of Jamaicans and most Caribbean little boys and girls and parents love as well. Dale caused trouble for his sister and his grandmother. But when he shares his mango tree dream with his mommy, he discovers that being good brings its own rewards. So this is really a very poignant story of a boy who learns that sharing is important and is very important in growing up. So let's go to it. Dale's mango tree. Let's learn what happened. Of course, it's written and illustrated by Kim Robinson. All right, so that you can always Google and learn more about Kim Robinson. So here we go. Dale was a very little boy. But although he was only a little boy, he was very mean indeed. Everybody knew he was mean, and his little sister, who was even more little than he, knew most of all because he was always mean to her. We can see him being mean right there, pulling the toy, right? But his nanny and his mommy knew too. Whenever he pinched little sister or stuck out his tongue at her, she would scream and go and tell nanny or mommy, and he would be scolded. But he never felt sorry. He only got mad at little sister because it was all her fault that he was getting a scolding. Nanny and mommy did not know what to do with Dale. Mommy, said Nanny, your son is a real troublemaker, you know. He loves cause contention. Contention was a favorite word of Nanny's, and she used it very often. Said Mommy. Mommy, so much contention will only lead to contention, said Nanny. Mommy did not say anything. Mommy would have preferred if she were the only one saying not so nice things about her son instead of anybody else, even somebody as near and dear as Nanny. Why was Dale so mean? If you asked him, he would not have known what to tell you. He had never really thought about it, to be honest. But he knew that little sister was a pest. Pest, thought Dale as he sat in the corner after his nanny had given him a scolding one day, and he stuck out his tongue at the wall and pretended that the wall was his sister. So I see he was in time out. When summertime came, the mango tree in the backyard began to bear fruit. It had never borne fruit before. The mango tree was Dale's mango tree. His daddy had planted it for him from a seedling when he was born, and he had watched it grow. Even though it was only a baby tree and had only 3 mangoes on it, Dale was very proud indeed. Look at all my mangoes, he said, bursting with pride. Mommy and Nanny and little sister looked, and they all oohed and ahed. We can see the mangoes. Can you see the mangoes? Okay. Then Mommy said, you must give little sister a mango, Dale. No, said Dale, and he scowled. Hey, said Nanny. Contention? Well, Mommy, you see the contention? Yes, said Mommy. Little sister began to scream. Wah! Said little sister. You see, you're making your little sister cry, said Nanny. You is a mean, mean boy, a mean, mean boy. Dale scowled some more. He didn't care. Mean, mean boys cause contention, said Nanny, hoping that this would cause Dale to tremble and shake. But Dale did not tremble or shake, mainly because he was not sure what contention really meant, and also because, to be quite honest, he didn't really care. Mommy, you're not going to scold him, said Nanny. No, said Mommy. Huh? Said Nanny, quite surprised. I said no, said Mommy. Huh? Said Nanny, and was silent for quite some time. Then she finally said, well, you know best. Yes, said Mommy. Dale was not too sure what was happening, but it did not bother him. He just looked at his mango tree and thought of eating every single one of those 3 mangoes all by himself. When he was going to bed that night, he took one last look at the mango tree from his window, and then he jumped into his bed and had some very happy dreams. He dreamt about eating his mangoes. But the next morning, when he woke up and looked out his window, horror of horrors, the mangoes were all gone. Dale ran as fast as he could to find his mommy. When he found her, he started to cry. Mommy, Mommy, said he. What's the matter, Dale? Asked Mommy. My mangoes, wailed Dale. They're gone. Mommy did not seem too surprised. Well, Dale, it's all your own fault, she said. Dale did not like how that sounded. He cried louder. But Mommy did not seem to notice. That's what happens to naughty little boys like you, Dale. If they're not too nice to people, then things that aren't nice happen to them too. Dale cried even louder. But still, Mommy did not seem to notice. On the other hand, said she, if they are really and truly sorry they were naughty and aren't naughty again, sometimes nice things might happen. Dale stopped crying. Mommy dried his tears. Now go to Nanny for breakfast, she said. Dale went down to breakfast. Little sister was there. He did not stick out his tongue at her. He did not pinch her. He did not even scowl at her. In fact, he even said bye-bye to her when he was leaving for school. She and Nanny also stared, open-mouthed in surprise. When he came home, he was just as good, and he was good the next day as well. Nanny got worried. Mommy, said Nanny, I think your son's sick or something. For 2 whole days now, he don't pinch little sister or stick out his tongue at her or give her bad looks. Oh, yes, said Mommy. And the next day, lo and behold, just like magic, the 3 mangoes were at the foot of Dale's bed when he woke up. He saw the mangoes. He was so happy. He took them and he gave 1 to Mommy, and 1 to Nanny, and 1 to little sister. And Mommy kissed him on the cheek and gave him half her mango. And Nanny said, come here, my little honey bun. Then Nanny kissed him on the cheek and gave him half her mango. And little sister, so as not to be left out, kissed him on the cheek too, but she ate up all her mangoes. She was not going to share. But Dale did not mind. And they were all very happy. So that is the story of Dale's mango tree. See how we get rewarded when we are kind? And everybody is happy. The end. There you go. So did you like the story?
Yes.
Yes, you did. Very good. All right, back over to you, Miss Dawn.
Well, thank you, Auntie Sophia. That was such a beautiful story, and it talks about sharing. And of course, all our island people love mangoes, so we absolutely can relate.
Yeah.
But more important, relating to sharing and kindness and learning lessons. And of course, siblings always don't get along. They annoy each other, they fight with each other, but at the end of the day, we're family, right? So sharing the mango, even though little sister ate it at the end, such a beautiful story. But thank you for that. Any parting words from our readers today? Zara-Nicole? You enjoyed the story?
Yes, Miss.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And Olivia-Rae? You enjoyed the story?
I did.
You did. Well, we're so proud of you both. Bethlehem Junior Academy sponsored today's show. You both attend that school. You're both brilliant, have a bright future. And once again, we want to thank you, your parents, the viewers, everyone that's going to share this episode to show how brilliant you are and how important reading is, as it's part of our foundation. And we can't thank Auntie Sophie enough because it brought us back to that island childhood. So I'm sure parents are relating, and it's good for you young ones growing up in America to see some of that island talk and Caribbean twist. Any parting words, Auntie Sophie?
Well, I want to say thank you, Miss Dawn, for inviting me to share with these two beautiful future leaders of our society, because it starts with reading and delivery, and I can see that their future is bright. Thank you all so much for joining us in this little reading corner, and it has been my absolute pleasure. Keep on reading.
Keep on reading. Happy Sunday. Bye.
Bye. Take care. Walk good.
Walk good. Thanks,
That's
beautiful
right.
ladies.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Miss Zara-Nicole. And Olivia-Rae, beautiful. Oh God, this is book. Okay, it's a half an hour show. Huh? Huh? What? Your side? Oh, you guys tuned in here? Okay, the first launch. I think we're learning how to do it more. We need to figure out